Tottenham Hotspur and the SP1 West Ham United and the SP1 by David Fletcher. From the first minute, the pattern of the encounter was clear. Tottenham dominated possession and tried to break down a robust and stubborn West Ham defence. Despite West Ham's numbers in the penalty area, Spurs were able to carve out a few opportunities in the early exchanges. Minimum Son's slip when attempting to cross the ball deflected off Pedro Obiang straight into the path of Harry Kane, who volleyed it goalwards, and though it beat keeper Adrian, Declan Rice was on hand to clear the danger. In the resulting corner, Tottenham went close again as Kepa Kowit, victim of Adrian's poor handling, inadvertently headed the ball to Davinson Sanchez, whose kick was blocked by Rice. The Hammers survived the first quarter of an hour relatively unharmed and were determined to reach halftime with a goalless scoreline. It wouldn't be an easy task though, as Tottenham continued to push forward and find pockets in West Ham's clustered penalty area. Embed from Getty Images window.ga equals window.ga vertical line function CGA.q equals GA.q vertical line dot push CGA function GA.widgets.load ID here's J8 Evor BKFMQ 30 Shua Sig .08 XKB 3 Sphere Sarge B9 I51 LX7 Q8 OSS 3 Q0 I not peak KG equals W 590 for PXH 396 PX items 901,238,956 caption, true TLD co.uk is 360, false, just shy of the half-hour mark. Tottenham turned up the pressure. Firstly, Harry Kane managed to receive the ball in space and he tried to curl one into the far corner, but Adrian comfortably pushed the ball out of harm's way. Then a minute later, Ben Davies and Son combined, but Adrian was on hand to save it again. The West Ham defence was very nearly breached when January Vertonghen delivered a great long ball catching Arthur Machuku out. Dorian received it in space and immediately squared it to Kane, whose heavy touch saw the ball go out of play. But the closest Spurs came to nudging themselves in front was on the stroke of halftime when Christian Eriksen countered into space, squared the ball to Dele Alli, who returned it to the Dane, having nutmegged Pedro Obiang. His shot deflected off Ogbonna, forcing Adrian to correct his position and impressively tip it over the bar. Though West Ham kept their shape and discipline, the game inevitably opened up a bit in the latter stages of the second half. The Hammers became slightly more eager to push forward and Spurs were ready to pounce on mistakes in order to counter and take advantage of the open spaces. Embed from Getty Images window.ga equals window.ga vertical line function CGA.q equals GA.q vertical line dot push CGA function GA.widgets.load ID 5 IPN 9P underscore GS 9 D3 TC3 DTXB1 G Sig 4 0 BKB 4 QW9 NRCP Morph Nukes JSC Seek GDA 0 Y5 C12A equals W 590 for PXH 383 PX items 901,392,490 to caption, true TLD co.uk is 360, false, even so, chances were few and far between, but when they came, they were more than worth the wait. First to step up was Pedro Obiang. After a controlled and composed spell of possession, Andrei, who was looking for support, he found it in the shape of Manuel Lanzini. The Argentine played it to Machuku and then to Obiang, who was allowed a little too much space, and he really took advantage of it. The Spaniard unleashed a thunderous strike into the top corner, leaving keeper Hugo Lloris with no chance whatsoever. Spurs, stunned as to what had just hit them, had no option but to keep pushing men forward as they had up until then with no result, and just salvage a point, never mind take all three. They could have even been 2 goals behind when Obiang, feeding off the scraps of a Lanzini free kick, put a decent ball into the 6-yard area, finding Kowit. Despite the away fans pleading for him to shoot, he didn't get the necessary contact with the header and his effort went wide. Embed from Getty Images window.ga equals window.ga vertical line function CGA.q equals GA.q vertical line dot push CGA function GA.widgets.load ID LL9 KT help here Jake C9 Amksu 6 AC 2 Alt or CB61 boldface 39 Fuzas 4 V9 ZDNWHR1 LPR BR6 CK6 CAC equals W 590 for PXH 338 8px items: 901,287,844 Caption: True TLD: co.uk is 360. False. A moment of inspiration from Son was the only thing that could save Spurs from another embarrassing West Ham home defeat, as he left light from 30 yards out from a square pass by Lamela. Though Tottenham weren't resting on their laurels following Son's wonder goal, they were caught out by a moment of brilliance by Machuku, who completely bamboozled two defenders with a ridiculous piece of skill, nutmegging Eriksson and finding Ibu in the box, who was unable to beat Lloris and restore West Ham's lead. From then on in, West Ham put everyone behind the ball and forced out what was to be a well-earned point against a Tottenham side that were lacking the meaningful game plan. Want to submit your match reports to kumb.com. More details here. Referee : and the SP Mike Dean. Attendance : and the SP 0. Man of the match : and the SP Declan Rice. West Ham United: Adrian Sen, Miguel del Castillo, Pablo Zabaleta, Arthur Machuku, Angelo Ogbonna, Declan Rice, Winston Reid, Pedro Obiang, Kipukwit, Manuel Lanzini, Mark Noble, Javier Hernandez. Goals: and the SP Pedro Obiang and the SP 70 and the SP 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 and the SP. Bookhead: and the SP Andy Carroll and the SP and the SP Mark Noble and the SP 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 and the SP. Tottenham Hotspur: Lloris, Aurier, Sanchez, Vertonghen, Davies, Laurent 82, Eriksson, Wanyama 74, Sissoko, Lamela 74, Ali, Son, Kane.